Yo, what's good? It's your boy, and today I'm gonna be going over interesting armor choices for every single superclass. Now, the way I'm dividing this is by armor, so if there's 3 to 4 classes that fall under a single armor, you're gonna see those in the chapters on the little play bar. But honestly, other than that, I'd like to ask you guys to like this video, check out some of my other content, and hit that sub button. Also, quick shout out to Euclides from my stream, who helped me out with this video a little bit, and Baphomet from the questions tab on the Discord, who also helped me out with this video a little bit. And with that being said, let's just hop right into it. So the number one, interesting armor combos I'm gonna go with is gonna be Wandering Practitioner. So there are 3 classes that fall under this for me. Number 1, Monk. Monk easily falls under Wandering Practitioner. It's a physical class, and Wandering Practitioner is literally just a better version of Monk armor. If you want to run Monk armor, go for it. It fits it, obviously, because it is the class armor, but in my opinion, it's stronger with Wandering Practitioner. Number 2, Brawler. Now, sadly, Brawler does only really fit into its own armor. There's nothing better or excelling in something different for Brawler, and it's kind of sad because Brawler is really freaking cool, and I just wish it had another armor that it could use. But I do just honestly suggest using Wandering Practitioner. Now with Berserker, Wandering Practitioner is an upgrade and a downgrade. So with Wandering Practitioner, you get more strength and I believe a little bit more HP, as well as a higher chance to gain 1 energy every turn. But you lose out on that 10% incoming healing. So you do lose out on a little bit of healing, but in return for 10% incoming healing, you gain 10% in your strength stat and more HP, which in my opinion is a straight up upgrade, unless you're one of those weirdos that loves being 1 HP in the boss fights to do a nuke one-shot carnage, which, don't get me wrong, that's a good strat because it's really strong. But me personally, I play on legendary a lot. I don't like that risky business with Berserker. But let's move on to the next category, and that is going to be the Rogue Hunter armor. Now, there are 3 classes again that I think fall under this. Blade Dancer. I actually have 2 choices for Blade Dancer: Rogue Hunter or Wandering Practitioner. I'll cover both a little bit. Obvious reasons, Rogue Hunter. Blade Dancer speed builds are absolutely nutty, and Rogue Hunter literally gives a 10% speed stat buff, as well as extra run speed, which doesn't increase your damage, but it does give a lot of max health, 15 flat HP and 7.5% max health. You also get a 10% chance to gain +1 energy. And then if you're going strength Blade Dancer, I suggest Wandering Practitioner, because once again, Wandering Practitioner just kind of feels better than the Adept Warrior armor. A little bit more health, more strength. I think the same chance for 1 energy gain, but you get different armors, different resistances and stuff. And then Rogue, sadly, I can't think of a single better armor for Rogue than Rogue, because you either run speed or luck, and there is no armor that gives luck. And Rogue speed is a build, but it's kind of a trash build. Not trying to hate or anything, but that's just my opinion. Next up, we got another new category, Arcane Robes. Now, in Arcane Robes, there is actually 4 builds that fall under this, 2 of which have other choices. Number 1 is Dark Wraith. If you go Arcane Dark Wraith, pick Arcane Robes, please, dude. Arcane Robes is crazy with Arcane Dark Wraith, because if you pop a Slime Ring on a Dark Wraith, your damage is crazy, dude. You have a 700 health Slime Ring or slime, and you're just doing a shit ton of damage. But if you don't want to run a Arcane Dark Wraith and instead you want to go luck, I do suggest just going Shade Walker, to be honest. because it's just like its own armor is the best for the luck version, since sadly again we do not have a luck boosting armor. But let's move on to Elementalist. Elementalist, once again, one of those depressing classes that really only fits under its own armor. Would have been cool to have a different armor with Arcane, with like a crap ton of Arcane for Elementalist, but there just isn't. So once again, Arcane robes on Elementalist. It's not different, but yeah, that's all I really gotta say about that. Hexer. Hexer should definitely go Arcane robes, dude. Because if we look at the Hexer armor, 15% magic armor, 15 flat HP, 3 arcane HP, 10% poison armor, 5% arcane stat, as well as 10% fire armor and 1 HP regen. It's alright, get a little bit of HP regen. You know, we could replace that by going in on a Drauga. It gives not a lot of arcane at all, and its HP is just kind of like alright. But if you hop on Arcane robes, you get 1 more stat. You get 2.5% more arcane boost. You also get 15 flat HP, which is the same as the Hexer armor, but it's just, I don't know. The Arcane robes is just better. It is more damage, and it's just a little bit more arcane. A little bit more arcane, little bit different buffs. You get holy buff, but you do lose a little bit of magic armor, but you do lose HP regen. So if you're all about HP regen, I guess stick to the Hex armor, but I feel like the Hex armor is just mediocre. Next up is Necromancer. Obviously, Arcane robes. The Crook caster armor is pretty mid in my opinion. Not a lot of arcane stat. You do get a lot more health. And you do gain the 10% chance to gain +1 energy, which is alright. But I would honestly just rather take the extra damage out of Arcane robes rather than like the maybe like 7 or 8 health. Moving on to the next category, which is very sadly a small category, and that is the Bloody Menace armor. Honestly, Bloody Menace on Paladin is crazy. Between Bloody Menace and Paladin, Xurus, I don't know what I pick. Bloody Menace gives a lot of HP, like a lot of it, as well as 20% incoming healing, whereas the Xurus gives, I think, around the same HP, maybe a bit more actually, a little bit more, but you don't get as much incoming healing, so you can't heal yourself as much if you absolutely need to heal yourself, and that's good for solo MV runs and crap like that. But yeah, already Bloody Menace is out. Let's move on to the next category. Saint. We're gonna talk about the Armored Lancer, which is the Lancer armor, if you couldn't tell. With Saint, Pathfinder Martyr is good, but Armored Lancer is also really crazy on Saint, man. Like it's really good. So if we go and look at these, Armored Lancer has about 10% physical armor, 20 flat HP, and 15% max health, as well as some chance to gain 1 energy, whereas the Saint health only has 1 HP regen and a little bit of arcane. Otherwise, it is like the same, except you get a little bit less health and less physical armor, which I don't know why you wouldn't want more armor on a healer build, because then you can just like not die and have to heal yourself less and worry about your friends more. And then we have our third class that fits into its own category, Lancer, or fourth class actually, I believe. Lancer is just kind of, its best armor is low-key Armored Lancer. But there is one other thing that I can think of for it, and that is Rogue Hunter. In fact, Lancer might actually even be better on Rogue Hunter, since who runs a non-speed Lancer build? Come on, let's be honest, bro. If you're running Lancer, you are going speed stat 100%. So running Rogue Hunter would actually be so viable on Lancer, because you could get a lot of extra speed and do even more damage. possibly even get some like 2000 damage nukes in on MV or something like that. Yeah, let's move on to the next armor category. Pathfinder Martyr. So this is the Saint armor for those that don't know. I honestly just suggest going for Impaler on this, because you get the 1 HP regen and the little tiny singular speed, but you also just get a good bit of health, some holy armor, and some physical armor. It's a lot less than Bloody Menace, but to be honest, the plus 1 HP regen is more useful than the incoming healing, because as an Impaler, you do heal yourself a lot, but like it's not every turn. So being able to have a consistent heal every turn with that plus 1 HP regen is super solid, and it's also just like an interesting combo, you know, Saint plus Impaler. Next up, we got the Shadow Cloak. Assassin, you usually just go speed, luck, or I think it's just luck actually. I don't think Assassin has like really a speed build, but like once again, there's no luck armor, so you're literally just gonna want to pop Shadow Cloak because its own armor is just better than anything else for it, except for Wandering Practitioner. If you do plan on going a strength assassin, which I have actually been seeing a crap ton of people do, so maybe Wandering Practitioner assassin is actually a crazy combo. It might be, I don't know, I'm not sure. But that is all I really gotta say for this. If any of y'all test out this combo and find out that it's not as good as I thought it'd be, or found out that it's even better than I originally said it was gonna be, or that it met your expectations, you know, say that in the comments. If maybe you guys have like a different combo you want me to like say or talk about, send me that if you do have that, you know, once again in the comments. But with that being said, make sure to sub, like this video, check out my other content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.